Welcome to this episode of Reignite Your Inner Passion with holistic health coach Rochelle Forrest.
I prepared for accelerated business school for 8 months. I trained, I studied, I set intentions, I visualized the outcomes. I could hear the Rocky song, dun 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 dun. Then, the week before I was to go to Malaysia, I became so sick, my body stopped. I had blood in my urine and lungs were filled. I couldn't breathe. How in the heck could I run if I couldn't even breathe? I'm a health coach, so I started talking to myself, and I said, okay, bladder is fear. What am I afraid of? Lungs are grief. Am I willing to release my grief? I'm frustrated with myself. How could I let myself break down? I had to stop and really listen to my body. I had a talk with myself like I was my client. It was time to listen to my own advice. If I would talk to my clients about making decisions and taking actions, we'd have a plan. I find that in indecision that I become very weak. I was being told things that I wanted to believe and hold on to, but you know in your gut that it just isn't true. And mostly, without tons and tons of works on ourselves, we don't change in a week. I do believe in miracles, but most of my life experiences with people and myself, it takes a lot of work and intentions to change past behaviors. So when we are afraid, we say and do many things. I'm an eternal optimist. I had a counselor once told me, Rochelle, look at the now. It was like my marriage. I believed in the potential and the dream of what marriage was, but it was not my experience. And me not being able to look and face facts, I had too much pain for too long. The wonderful thing about life, it's not about what you do wrong or right. It's always about corrections. When we see where we're at and we're off the path, it just takes a little redirection. It may be just a small shift. When we know better, we do better. When we know one, we do one, we teach one. One thing that we mastered in business school is taking time to debrief what we learned and how we behaved after an exercise or a game. Are you taking time to debrief your own life? I've taken more time out to reflect on how I'm showing up and who are the circles and my friends that are around me. Am I creating the life and reacting to someone else's dream or really looking at what my needs are? Yikes, it's something to think about. Maybe it's time for me to take a time out and check to see where my life is in its entirety. If you aren't where you are you willing to stretch? If things aren't in order, are you willing to change? To change, I must change. Do you need help? I have several accountability coaches in my life. Do you need a coach? I'm here to help you with this life journey. I'm a light that can help light your way. Tell me whose side are you leaning on? Leaning on the Lord's side. Tell me whose side are you leaning on? Leaning on the Lord's side. Tell me, lean, I lean, I lean, I lean. Leaning on the Lord's side. I lean, I lean, I lean, I lean. Leaning on the Lord's side. Tell you what, you can lean back on me. I'll help to prop you up. We can get a new view. Maybe it's just a time to shift it up, to look at a different view, and maybe take a new direction. Until next time, shine, and remember to love the bug.
Thank you for watching this episode of Reignite Your Inner Passion with Rochelle Forrest. For more great information, visit Rochelle's website at createhealthnaturally.com.
Also browse the other shows found right here at Indie Biz TV Shows.